So I'm actually back toward the east side of the property by the Corps of Engineers take line at Bull Shoals Lake. This property has direct frontage on that government take line, which gives you lake access. So since Bull Shoals is a Corps of Engineer lake, you can own up to the take line and then access the lake that way. So we're toward the east side of the property, looking east. And there on the other edge of that field, that's going to be the take line, and there actually is a good trail, short little trail, which takes you down to State Line Cove. And we'll try to get a picture of that, or you'll see it on the drone video. If you check out our drone video, it's super cool. I mean, you can fish there. Great access to the water, really cool. So yeah, we're back on the east side of the property. Now we're looking to the west toward the road. I kind of happened to find myself back here, and I thought, why not just start the video here? So that's where we are. Usually we'd start at the road and come back, but we're doing it backwards this time. So this has this nice chunk of field back here. Personally, I think it would be just a one-of-a-kind building site. It's level, it's open, so you've got an instant yard. You'll want to look at the aerial to see how the lines are situated, but a good portion of this open field is on the property. So you could plunk down your house or cabin here. Like I said, have your yard ready, it'd be done. Electric's nearby, phone as well. And you are literally just a couple 100 feet from the east side of the property, which directly fronts that take line and gives you the lake access. Also, the other cool thing about owning property on Bull Shoals is that government strip is public land that's open for hunting as well. So you're going to see obviously a ton of deer right on your property, but you also have access to all that take line land for hunting deer and turkey. I mean, just excellent hunting out here. So we'll take one more look here. Those are some monstrous oak trees there. I checked those out earlier. I mean, we're talking 40 inches across, monstrous. Okay, let's go and check out the building, and then we'll see if we can get all the way to the road here before the battery runs out on my little phone. Okay, how are we gonna get across this fence? Ooh, this could end badly as I hold the phone in one hand. Oh, I made it. Okay. Oh man, I can see deer tracks everywhere and deer beds. Here's another field on the property. This hasn't been mowed for a while, obviously. But any brush hog would whip this right back into shape. Now this does have the original barn on it, which is super cool. Okay, I had no clue this was here, but this is clearly an old pond. You can see the dam back there. It's been exceedingly dry this last month. But even if it had been raining, I think this pond needs to be cleaned out. Yep, this just hasn't been in use for a while. Probably clean some of those trees out of the dam and scoop out this pond, and you might be good to go, because it looks like a really substantial dam, actually. Let's keep on trucking. It's the middle of winter, so obviously all the trees are bare. A little bit of this property's been cleaned up and mowed, but a lot of this portion right here just hasn't. But I don't see anything that would stop you from mowing this with just a brush hog. Once it's mowed with a brush hog once or twice, then you could maintain it with the rider if you wanted to. Man, these building sites are fantastic out here. Jeez. If you didn't want to go back to that east side, you've got some awesome options over here as well. So we're coming into, I guess you'd call it the yard area. This was probably an original barn to this ranch. kind of a cool old-fashioned barn with board and batten siding. It's pretty darn rustic, but it could be great for storage or maybe for some animals. You can see some pipe corral there. It looks like they started a pipe corral project and didn't finish it. And we'll see the west side of the property, excuse me, bordering the paved road. That's got pipe corral fencing as well. Now this is great in that it has power, including a meter, right to that building. There's the transformer, and then that second pole there has the meter, or a meter base. Power company would stick in a meter for you. Looks like there's a couple plugins there as well, so it's pretty handy. There you can see the building. Like I said, it's more cool to look at or for storage. The guys went inside it once and they said it's just open. It's a dirt floor, but it looks solid for what it was. Wow, this is gorgeous here actually. Holy cow. Big cedar tree, 2 monstrous oak trees. When they leaf out in the spring, this is going to be just breathtaking. If you look way off to the, I guess it'd be the north there, northwest, through the trees, you can see a neighbor's house across the road. Just barely can see it. So super private back here. Wow. Let's keep walking to the west. So yeah, you've got some great options for building. If you want it to be insanely private and be right on that Corps of Engineers line at the lake, back by where we started the video would be pretty cool. If you want it to be a little closer to the paved road and still be private, this is a pretty darn nice site right here. And it literally has power and the meter box here already. I can see some interior fencing here. I can see deer tracks everywhere out here. We have seen so many deer and turkey out here. It's been crazy. So as we get a little further to the west, we'll be coming up to the paved road. Very private. This is a dead-end paved road. So, I mean, basically no traffic. Just a handful of houses out here, mostly retired people from the ones I've met. So, good area. If you're concerned about safety, or if you're going to be an out-of-state property owner, a dead-end road is awesome. Because nobody's going to come and mess around. They know it dead ends, so they'll go and mess around elsewhere. Okay, getting close to the west side here. I don't have the map with me I don't have the interactive map with me to know exactly where we are as far as north or south on the property, but I can tell you we're getting really close to the west side. I'm trying to pick my way through here. So currently I really don't see a driveway into the property. I don't think it would take too much to install one. It's got a good amount of road frontage. Now we're coming up on the road on the west side. So you would just kind of pick your favorite spot to punch in a driveway and get that done. There's a neighbor across there, but really can't see him with all this timber here. It's great. All right, I'm going to try to cross over there's a lot of interior fences because this was an active farm back in the day. So now we're at about the northeast side. Big trees, jeez. This looks like a really good spot for a driveway here. It's just a slight drop. Have to cut this pipe fencing, but that's no big deal. I mean, you've got to do it to get a driveway. We'd be happy to help you with that, or you're welcome to do it yourself. I think I'll pop through here and we'll get a look at the actual frontage from the road. Oh, there we go. So as we look north, that's the property on the right. Super nice. Yeah, this looks like a really good driveway location here. If we were to cut that pipe fence, you could take a truck straight on, no problem. If you wanted to do a car, you'd probably have to drop a plastic culvert in or a metal culvert or whatnot. Amazing property. Check out our website at InstantAcres.com. We'd love to answer any questions you have. Or you can email us at sales@InstantAcres.com. This property will not last long. We get very few properties. We've basically never had properties that front the take line on Bull Shoals because they're very hard to get a hold of. But we got lucky on this project and tied up a couple nice ones. So if you've been waiting for a good property, this might be the one you want to jump on. InstantAcres.com. This is a quick addendum to the end of the last video, the tract that had the wood barn on it. I realized we didn't show any of the road frontage, and so before we left today, I wanted to do just a short video of that. Definitely want to show everything we can on the property. So we're headed south on Moe Arc, and we're coming up on the road frontage on the left. We passed the two large ponds that you can see from the road. And now we're starting to go uphill, and there you can see a ribbon on the left. We're staring right into the sun, so that's hideous. But it looks, well, for sure here on the southeast side, it rises up off the road. And then as we go a little further, there's a spot. I mean, you could put in an approach anywhere. It's just, in my mind, you want to keep it as simple as possible. And as we get up to where it levels out a bit, that's going to be an easier spot to do an approach. Although, like I said, if you fall in love with a site, you can probably do it anywhere. It's just a matter of an extra load of gravel, maybe, if you're going to do it in some of the places. But now here, as we get up to the northeast spot, this is where we kind of ended the video, I believe. There you can see that ribbon. The ribbons are pretty close. The survey will be exact. So looking to the south with the land on the right, this is, if you're looking for ease of installing a driveway or pulling onto the property, this is probably the easiest spot, because you'd literally just have to cut 1 or 2 sections out of the fence, and I could drive this truck in there with no problem. If you're going to do it with the car, you probably need some type of culvert, but there you have it. We wanted to show the road frontage as well. So if we remember to splice this into the other video, you'll be watching it. InstantAcres.com. That's us.